Hey, yodel yodel rinse spagodel. This is about my 6th attempt at this, I think. I got one question uploaded previous, but anyway, I'm going to try it again, so bear with me in this Logitech. I may have to go back to my old little camera here in my messy office, so my husband, since he started his own business, is using it too, so it's not tidy like I want, but oh well. I was tagged by COOLIKEDATAZIAN, and here's the questions. Things you cannot leave the house without. I don't leave the house without my purse, which has my keys in it to the car, of course. I can't even get out of the house without that. And always my cell phone. Hopefully always. Because I usually travel on I-4, and you can't be a woman on I-4 by yourself without a phone. So those are two things I have to have. My purse usually comes with other things that I think I have to have, unless I'm walking around the neighborhood, but that doesn't count. Okay, any phobias? Yes, I have several, but one of them is spiders, and that comes from when I was a tiny girl. I hated spiders, totally hated them, and my father thought that was funny. And my worst fear was granddaddy longlegs, which we had a multitude of in the Midwest. And he thought it was real funny to pick them up by their long legs and chase me around with them, where I would go screaming, terrified, and my two older brothers loved it. So I was their entertainment, and let's say it didn't do anything for my fear of spiders. What are your strengths? I'm a very loyal person. I'm very caring, sometimes to a fault, giving to a fault. I'm pretty organized. Other things, but I don't know how far you want to take that, so I won't take it that far. Have you been to a concert? If so, what? Yeah. In fact, the first official date I had with my husband was a Foreigner concert, and why my father ever let me go at 17. He'd never let me go to a concert before, let alone with a boy with a jacked up car. But he gave me the choice. I could go, but he recommended I didn't, and it was the first time I guess I kind of went against my father's wishes, and I went. And now I've been married almost 30 years come April, so it worked. Have you ever met anyone famous? I only met because, you see people in passing sometimes, but the only person I can think of that I met was Arnold Palmer. I met him one time when I was traveling for business, and I was in the corporate jet, and we were in Pennsylvania at a private airport, and he was there with his jet and his co-pilot, and he was very nice and said hi. Some of the people with me were starstruck, but I don't get off on famous people, which takes me to the next one. Who is your favorite movie star? I don't really have a favorite one. I do have people I like as actors or actresses, but I don't have a favorite one, and I don't lust or love over anyone, really. I just don't. I like a lot of the old ones. I liked Katharine Hepburn because she was spunky and a woman of her time. I liked a lot of the men back from those time periods too. What's the last sporting event you watched? Well, truthfully, the last one I watched, I've seen some in passing because my husband watches it all. It's the Super Bowl. Yeah. And I watched it for the commercials. So, okay, you can hate me. My dream vacation, I'd love to go to Italy, but somewhere I'd really like to go this next spring, which I know we won't be able to do. But we used to go to Jamaica every spring, and we met a number of couples that are delightful from different places in the U.S., and we would meet every third week in March at a couples resort there called Sandals, and they're just the sweetest, most loving people, and all wonderful couples. And we haven't been able to go for a number of years and meet them, but we went probably 8 years in a row, and it's probably been 8 since we've been able to go. We all keep in touch. I know they're all going again this next year, this next spring, and I guess that would be my dream vacation, because it's going to be our 30th wedding anniversary, and I just love those people so much. It would be just a delight to go. What do you want to know about the future? I don't really want to know the future. I have enough to worry about right now. I don't need any extra things to worry about. Have you ever played Monopoly, and how good are you at it? I played Monopoly with my 2 older brothers usually, so they usually won if we finished it, because usually we get bored and get halfway through the game or 3/4, and then for some reason we had to quit. So, and playing with 2 older brothers, I'm sure it wasn't that good. But that's it. I'm going to tag BigVOLdaddy and Joe Ambro1 if you haven't done this tag, Joe, because I know you've done a lot of tags lately. So I'm not big into tags myself, but COOLIKEDATAZIAN tagged me on this, and so I did it for him. And I certainly wouldn't do that one that went around with 130 questions. But anyway, thanks for tagging me, and we'll catch you later. Bye.